All right, I got Reno Divorce's CD queued up. These guys got the day off. Tomorrow they're going to be playing Crested Butte. The following day they're playing Aspen. I believe the day after that they're in Fort Collins and Boulder. Opening up for the Reverend Horton Heat. Super high energy show the other night. I heard. Bummed I was missing that one. So we're going to get the guitar player on the phone. And we're going to do some talking about this album. And anyways, great guy. I got to meet him at the Beans open mic the other night. Anyways, this is Battistella. We're going to be calling up here in a minute. And while I get him on the phone, why don't I play the 5th track off the album. This is called Stumble Intermission. KOTO, you're in the air.
Hey, Mark, it's Ty. Mark, you there? Mark, you there, dude? Hold on, man. Let me try it again.
How's that, Ty?
Oh, that's better, man. I can hear you now.
All right. Working with the levels here.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool, man.
Hey, what was the website again?
For KOTO?
Yeah.
That's KOTO.org. There's a live stream right at the top of the screen when you get to that website.
Okay.
Yep. I was just playing the Stumble track off your album here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's a good prelude to getting you on the phone.
The Link Ray type cover there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yep, historical tune.
Yeah, it's fun, man. We enjoy playing that. We normally open our show with that, so.
Big, heavy tremolo.
Yeah, well, no, we don't really have very much tremolo on our stuff, man. We just play distortion, man. we don't have a lot of tremolo going on, but there's some sax and stuff that we added on there just for the for the recording purposes, make it sound bigger and better,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can have that kind of fun in the studio.
Yeah. Super high energy show the other night. What'd you think of Telluride?
Oh man, we loved it. I mean, we wanted to come up there for a while, and really glad that the Reverend Horton Heat kind of gave us that opportunity to kind of kick the door in, and the venue was really great. The historical, factor of the theater is always, kind of an inspiring thing to kind of do better when you're playing,
Mm-hmm.
But we loved it, man. It seemed like some people were I had quite a few fans come up to me after the show and said, "Hey, man, we're just starving for some punk rock and stuff up here." So that was good news for us, instead of, "Hey, we really didn't understand what you were doing."
Oh, it's so true. This town's hungry for what you guys are doing, hands down. Yeah. I've heard nothing but good things. I mean, everybody I've talked to that's been to that show just had a ball. It's a good one.
Oh, good. Yeah, and then, the Rev, I mean, he's always he just, kills it every time. And I've probably seen more than a dozen Reverend Horton Heat shows, and I've never seen one like, that one really wasn't that good. Like, they're all just killer, so we're really stoked to be on tour with them and stuff like that. So.
Mm-hmm. And you guys are in Crested Butte tomorrow night, huh?
Yeah, we're playing. I think the venue's called the Aldo or something like that. I got it written down here. We haven't played in Crested Butte either. I grew up in Arvada, and there's a couple towns that I had never been to, and one of those was the other night in Durango. We played at the Abbey Theater, and the other one is, the Aldo, is in Crested Butte. And so, some people are like, man, you lived here your whole life and you've never been there? And I'm like, no, just haven't had the opportunity, so I'm pretty stoked to go in there tomorrow.
Cool. Yeah, so for anybody that just put on the radio, this is Ty Battistella, rhythm guitar player, lead guitar player. You doing a lot of leads in this? No,
I don't do a lot of leads, man. Brent's so good, man. I try to get a little lick in there every now and again, but, he's a main songwriter. He likes to keep it locked in on himself, so that's cool with me because I'm really not that good. So he just kind of lets me be in the background. But yeah, I play rhythm guitar and do some background vocals.
Sweet, man. Yeah, you guys tore it up at the Bean the other night. It was such a pleasure to watch you walk in there with the acoustics.
Oh yeah, that was fun, man. We were just sitting up in the hotel room there of the Sheraton, just kind of kicking back, and Ruben, who's the drummer, was out with Johnny, who's the bass player, and they came up and said, hey, man, they're doing an open mic night down in that coffee shop down there, and, we're always up for playing anyway, so we just went in there, and I think the guy that runs it, I think his name is Ben.
Yeah, that's Ben. Great host.
Yeah, he was cool, just let us jump right in there, and everybody was, we played 5 or 6 songs, and then it was a good time.
Yeah, it was sweet. I got to see the whole set. It was awesome. It's great when something like that happens at a local community open mic like that. You never know who's going to walk in or what's going to happen.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of the people were there, enjoying it, and I had a couple of people say that over the last, I don't know if they were saying a couple months, but things have been getting a lot more people have been coming out to stuff in Telluride, and they, even these open mic nights are getting a little more people coming out for them, I guess. I don't know. I'm not from there, but that's just what I heard.
Yeah, they're starting to pick up. There's some people starting to back them up and throw some energy at them, so it's great. It's good to see the culture, the local culture, start to get going.
Yeah, do you guys have any local punk bands up there? Or?
I had 2 guys on the radio here last week. They're total locals, and that's Zoo X-Ray, and they're the closest thing to a local punk band. These guys are writing a ton of tunes. They got probably 100 tunes written in the last couple of months, and they're playing a plug-in acoustic bass and a plug-in acoustic guitar, and they're tearing it up. And yeah, they're all over the place.
Well, maybe next time we come up, maybe we get a show lined up with them dudes or something.
They'd be perfect to open for you guys. It'd be way cool. It'd just be perfect.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, and I'm sure we can find you multiple potential venues coming into town, so certainly keep in touch and we'll make it happen whenever's good for you.
Yeah, I guess things still go on pretty heavily up there in the summer. I'm used to Telluride just being kind of a, ski mountain town, but I guess there's things happen quite a bit during the summer there too, huh?
Yeah, summer's great. It's technically considered the festival capital of the Southwest, so a lot of music comes through here. A lot of iconic music, Hall of Fame music, Songwriters Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Country Hall of Fame with the bluegrass scenario. Robert Plant was
There's a rock and roll festival that's there?
Yep, there's a rock and roll festival that's here. There's a couple of them. There's Blues and Brews. A lot of big names go on Blues and Brews. Everybody from Willie Nelson to
I'm seeing that on your website now, the Blues and Brews now.
Yep, and then KOTO just started a Ride festival last year, and you never know. Bluegrass had Robert Plant come in, had David Byrne come in under Bluegrass, so, these genres kind of bend and shape, whatever's going on in the moment for these artists. Robert Plant put together a country band, so to speak. Kind of Celtic Zeppelin, if you could imagine that.
Huh.
Yeah. And then David...
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, and then David Burns just did a straight-up Talking Heads performance that was just knock your socks off. Yeah, that was outrageous.
Yeah, that would be cool, man. Well, maybe, who knows? Maybe Reno can get on some festival up there in Telluride and you know, just give it, you know, hit people a little harder, and if they, you know, not just need to just break up the scene a little bit at a festival there, you know.
Oh, you guys are, we're waiting for you.
Well, that's cool, man.
Yeah. Cool. So I was going to play some tracks, keep you on the phone. You got a couple minutes. We'll go through this, this is the Lover's Leap album that just, you guys put this out a month ago, huh?
Yeah, we just put it out. It's on a small independent label out of North Carolina called Rusty Knuckles. They have a couple other bands. They're an old hardcore band, punk band called Annie Scene is on there, and then this newer outlaw country band called Hellbound Glory is on there. And we're really psyched that they put out the album for us. And yeah, it was a year and a few months in the making, and so we're glad that it's out now. So yeah.
Cool. Why don't we start with the title, not the title track, but Rep to Protect. It's the first song on the album we got here.
Yeah, it's catchy. That's a good one.
Cool. All right, this is Reno Divorce, Rep to Protect.
That I kept you waiting. Seems like I'm always running late. Just as I'm getting reinstated, I'm on my way back out the gate, and I'd love to sit and chat about all the times I've let you down, but now I'm all done without you, and that will fill you up no matter that you might like how it tastes. You'd have better luck counting bricks than trying to teach this old darn new tricks, 'cause I ain't listening anyway. Protect. Oh, I got a rep to protect. It makes me wonder why you waste your time trying to keep an eye on me. I'm red-headed at the scene of the crime. I'm still gonna plead not guilty. 'Cause here's the thing, please don't take it to heart. I ain't together unless I'm falling apart. It's too easy unless you get a head start. So get ready, set, go. Turn up the heat and try to make me sweat. Well, I ain't found anyone that can beat me yet. Not even on my worst day. I got a rep to protect. I got a rep to protect.
That was Rep to Protect. Ty, we got you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sweet, bud. So we got Ty Battistella. Is that how you pronounce your last name, Ty?
Yeah, Smith works too, you know, whatever's easier for you, you know. But yeah, Battistella, you know, that's Italian name.
Oh, I thought it was Irish.
Yeah, that's right. I told you that the other night, man. It's a good Irish name, yeah.
Southern Ireland.
Yeah.
Cool. So, how long you guys been together?
Well, you know, Brent loved it. He started the band when he lived in Florida in '96. I mean, he was just a young kid. And, he was really influenced by Orange County punk rock, like the Adolescents, TSOL, of course, Social Distortion, and things like that. And he went and saw Social D play and was inspired and started his own band. And then he moved out of Florida to California and Las Vegas, spent a little time there, couldn't find the musicians he was wanting. And then his son and his son's mom moved to Colorado, so he decided that he and his wife would move here so he could be closer to his son, and they started Reno Divorce here in Denver in 2001. And at that time, he had the original rhythm guitar player, Tony Owens, who currently still lives down in Florida, and then Andrew Eric, who was the drummer for about 10 years, and then a guy by the name of Seth, who was the bass guitarist, who came out with their first album, which is Naysayers and Yes Men. That came out in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2003, they came out with their second album, which is called You're Only Making It Worse, had a lineup change, became a three-piece, and got a new bass player. And that's one of my favorite albums, is that You're Only Making It Worse album. I really dig that. And then they came out with an EP that is called Laugh Now, Cry Later. And they got another lineup change, had another bass player come in and then another guitar player come in, and his name is Tim Jadowski. And he actually, after that bass player, that album left, Tim Jadowski actually became the bass player, and he was in the band for almost 8 years, I think, right around 8 years. And then I became a fan, a huge fan, and luckily they were looking for a rhythm guitar player, and I came in, and I've been on both Tears Before Breakfast and Lover's Leap. So, and then we've gone through a couple more bass players, but it's it's been around 10 years for the most part in Denver, and we've been having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, you guys been over Europe too. You've toured these albums in Europe, these last two that you've been on.
Yeah, they did some for You're Only Making It Worse before I was in the band. They did 2 tours over there. They did a tour with the Pavers, who is Scott Reynolds from the band All, and All has a lot of members from Descendants in it and stuff like that, and they did a tour over there for that. And then waited a bit and wasn't working out with booking too many shows over there, and then we got on a booking agency called MAD over in Germany, and we went over there in 2009. It was my first time on tour over there. The other guys had been there a couple times before me, and we've been over there a total of 7 times now. The band has, and we really like it. We usually do between 8 and 9 countries when we're over there. We mostly concentrate on the German-speaking countries, but we do really well up in Holland and Belgium and Czech Republic. Other countries we've only been to Poland a couple times and France once, but yeah, it's a really, I love Europe. It's just a really different cultural atmosphere as far as music goes, and it's a real pleasure.
Yeah, and what you guys are doing, geez, punk music may be debatably the most resilient music in the underground or the fabrics of all this culture, all the Western culture.
Oh yeah, I mean it just keeps, it has its highs and lows, radio station here in Denver, you'd hear a Rise Against tune every 5 seconds on the radio, and now this year you're barely hearing them. So we're kind of in a little bit of a recession for punk rock, but it doesn't go away. It just keeps reforming, and people still really enjoy it. When I grew up, I was really into new wave and industrial music, and there's still some of that around, but it's harder to find. You know what I mean? You got to really be into the scene to really find some of that. But punk rock, you can find it all over the place. There's some kid who's 13 years old right now listening to his first Ramones album or Sex Pistols album and picking up a guitar and go, I can do this, I can play this. So
yeah, it's amazing. I mean, most of the radio stations aren't playing it. They got their own agendas, but yeah, KOTO definitely hasn't forgotten about you guys for sure.
Who I run into who really likes punk rock a lot are mostly DJs. Honestly, dude. You know, there's this radio station here in Denver, man, the main program director. I mean, he really is a big fan of Reno Divorce, and he loves punk rock. I mean, he could tell you all about punk rock. He wishes his station would just play it all day long, you know, but he's, you know, he's a little bit more corporate type deal, and so he can only play what he can play, you know, but they've helped us out a lot, and that's really what we need is, you know, nice, you know, DJs that can, you know, push us a little bit and say, hey, how about throwing these guys in the mix a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, punk rock is great. Punk rock, I mean, the way I kind of look at it, rock and roll is big, huge history. But punk rock is the color, oftentimes, behind a lot of it. It's amazing how punk is just an undercurrent of a lot of different projects that rock is based on, or other more conservative projects, I should say.
Sure. Yeah. And you'll meet, you know, people that you would never think that would really be into some different stuff. I mean, there's so many different genres in the punk rock deal. You know, I would consider Reno Divorce to be more, even more rock and roll than punk rock.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, people that just, you know, they think, you know, some really hardcore punk or whatever. I don't like punk rock, but they listen to something like Reno Divorce or something along that Orange County line. They like it because there's a lot of hooks, and there's, you know, it's, you know, a lot of it's based off, you know, old country style music, and there's some good storytelling in there and stuff, and so people can really identify with it and enjoy it.
Yeah, Brent's a force, huh? He's a great writer.
He's phenomenal, man, and he just brings a new song in to us, and you know, there's not really you know, I've been in bands before, but there's a collective songwriting, but with Brent, he brings in the song to us, and we go ahead and play it, and it's really kind of a breath of fresh air with that part of it, because you don't have to work as hard. I mean, he'll let you have some creativity. You know, all the background vocals on the new album, he lets me create all those on my own and do that kind of stuff. But, you know, he could just go like he did the other night to the coffee shop and play his songs, and, you know, he doesn't need, you know, really any of us there unless he's wanting to sound, you know, bigger and having a, you know, much bigger show, you know. So it's really great. He's really easy person to work with on that.
Yeah, it's awesome. You can tell he's devoted, hands down, no looking back.
Yeah, I think just talent, you know, it's just that talent, you know. I mean, I wish I had that. You know, I wish I could grab onto that a lot easier. I mean, I can write some songs, but it usually takes me a while, you know, not him. He'll just think of something like that. Actually, that song that you played, Rep to Protect, him and I were actually arguing about something. I said, what, you got some rep to protect? And that's literally how he, you know, I'm not saying that I just gave him, but I said that to him, and he wrote a song on having a rep to protect, and that's where that came out of, you know. So
smooth. So he walks away, he comes back. How long later with the words to that?
It was that he was writing it on the phone with me when we were sitting there talking about it, you know. I mean, it just came out, and at first I thought he was making a dig at me, you know. And then when I started listening to it, you know, like, oh, okay, I got you. I get what you're saying here now. Way
cool.
So, yeah.
Yeah, way dynamic and progressive for sure.
Yeah.
So I got the fifth track off your album, Sunsets and Corvettes, queued up here. You say there's a video to debut February 12th with this song? Yeah.
We were out on tour in California a couple months ago, and we were lucky enough to work with a kid named Dylan Novak, and we filmed kind of like a performance-style video. You know, it was done on Santa Monica, and we filmed up on top of this rooftop in L.A., and you know, so it's, you know, it's Sunsets and Corvettes, so luckily we got it kind of done there in L.A., so it was fun.
Way cool. Is that the same rooftop that's in the album Lover's Leap when you open the book?
Yes, it is. That is the same. That is right. That's the same. That's the same one. That's right there in L.A.
Way cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So this is we got Reno Divorce. This is Ty Battistella, the rhythm guitar player. And we got the fifth track coming up, Sunsets and Corvettes. And anybody can find their music anywhere digitally, correct, Ty?
Yeah, digitally. Yeah, iTunes. You know, you can go on Pandora. You can stream it on Spotify. You know, you just look around, you can find. But as the hard copies come out, in stores and stuff February 12th. Or you can get through rustyknuckles.com. You can look at rustyknucklesmusic.com, and you can buy it directly from Rusty Knuckles.
Cool. And this video is just go on YouTube, punch in Reno Divorce, and you're going to come to these videos?
You should, yeah. The one for Lover's Leap you should find there, and the one for How Long Has It Been off Tears Before Breakfast. But there's tons of Reno Divorce on there that you can find, live performances, all that stuff. But this particular video, yeah, will come out February 12th. It'll be on our webpage, on our Facebook, YouTube channel, all that.
Cool. This is Sunsets and Corvettes, filmed out in California. Video coming up February 12th. Reno Divorce.
Winter's creeping up so fast, be here before you know it. Got a box filled with your things, I guess that I should throw it away, like you did to me 3 years ago today. Headed south to hunt for treasures where they lay. Isn't it just like you've always wanted? Picture perfect beaches with your mansion spread across them. Sunsets and Corvettes, so many lovers you forget. Isn't it just like you've always wanted? The bell has tolled, the wind blows cold, the last train out is leaving. Like a scarecrow with no sparrow, my head bows as it's speeding away. I'd lay chase if I could, but there's a price that I must pay. I'm nailed to this cross for good, at least until Judgment Day. Isn't it just like you've always wanted? Picture perfect beaches with your mansion spread across them. Sunsets and Corvettes, so many lovers you forget. Isn't it just like you've always wanted? Isn't it just like you've always wanted? Picture perfect beaches with your mansion spread across them. Sunsets and Corvettes, so many lovers you forget. Isn't it just like you've always wanted?
Watching that on the internet?
There we go. Ty, we got you?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Cool. Sunsets and Corvettes. And you guys filmed that video out in California. How'd the filming come out on that?
It came out good. That's what I'm saying. This young kid, Dylan Novak, he's a up-and-coming director, video director, and he directed a couple of videos off this local Denver band. A lot different genre than us, but we really liked his, cinematography, his eye, how he looks at things and directs. And so we wanted to get him to do a video, and we wanted him to do Lover's Leap, the title track video, but he was already out in California. And so we had to another guy here in Denver named Jay Ludeman do that. And, you know, that one we felt came out good, too. We had a lot of fun with it. We had a couple of the people who are acting in the video are fans of the band, and so that's always fun to have them in there, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Way cool.
But, yeah, so if you guys check that out, I mean, that one's pretty much all over YouTube, or if you go to the, you know, Rusty Knuckles music.com site, it's on there, too.
Mm-hmm. Rusty Knuckles, that's is that a label Brent got involved with a long time ago?
No, actually, Brent has a he does the songs that he doesn't bring into Reno or don't fit Reno. He writes for his solo project, which is this Brent Loveday. You can find him on Facebook and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like some of the stuff that we played at the Bean, that was more his solo stuff.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and so he did him and the original rhythm guitar player Tony Owens. They did a small tour on the East Coast, you know, Florida and South Carolina, North Carolina. And when they were up in North Carolina, they met Ralph Miller, who's the owner of Rusty Knuckles, and he says, "Hey, man, I really like your stuff, and I've heard the Reno Divorce stuff, and I really, really dig that." And so we kind of developed a relationship with Ralph through Brent doing a smaller tour with his solo project. And so that's how we met Ralph, and then we went back and forth whether whether we were going to work. We had another label out in Europe wanted to help us out a little bit more, but we decided we didn't want to go that more corporate way. And I really believe in this guy Ralph. I mean, I think he's kind of like another member of the band. He's looking out for us. You know, I can call him at the drop of a hat and
don't get better than that.
What's that?
It don't get better than that. That's it.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're like, we're bros, and one of his other bands that I was talking about before, Hellbound Glory, they're actually going out on tour with Kid Rock. They're opening up in all the arenas for him, and another really good band. And so he's really building up this label with some good talent, and I think we're really getting people's attention. You know, I think the label's getting some good attention. He had a guy on there named Billy Don. He has a guy on there named Billy Don Burns, who's an old country guy, and his one of his songs was there again. I might be misquoting this. It was either a song or one of his album from this last year was up for an Academy Award, and it didn't make it to the top 5. It was in the voting process for all that. You know,
wow.
Am I saying that? Did I say that right? No, wait a minute, dude. I didn't mean Academy. Grammy, dude. That's what I meant.
Well, the Academy's the movies.
Wrong
Yeah,
word.
Grammy Awards music.
Grammy word.
I know what you meant.
Wrong word. You know what I meant.
Technically speaking,
I want people
Grammys.
on KOTO to think I'm a dummy.
Stupid is as stupid does.
Wait a minute. Not Academy, dude. That's movies.
So Rusty Knuckles. So he's producing the oh geez. I'm thinking Bob Seger, but Bob Seger is going to be playing Kid Rock. That's what I'm thinking of. So he's
no. What? No, go ahead. Sorry.
So what's Rusty Knuckles' involvement with Kid Rock this summer?
Well, it's not Rusty Knuckles. It's a band that's on there.
Oh, it's a band.
A band that's on Rusty Knuckles Records called Hellbound Glory. They're getting to go out with Kid Rock and Buck Cherry for almost a couple months. So it's that's what I'm saying. The label's getting some nice attention.
Yeah, I just read a little glimmer about that tour. There's supposed to be a spot in the Midwest on that tour where Bob Seger's going to jump on and do a show with Kid Rock, one of them arena shows.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's great, man. That's what I'm saying. Anything like that, where somebody can look at the label and go, who's this? Who's this? And, and then all of a sudden they might stumble across Reno Divorce and go, hey, who's this? So he has a really kind of broad spectrum of, bands on there.
Yeah.
Where it's not just, hey, I just do punk or I just do rock and roll or I just do country. He does what feels good to him, Yeah. He likes the band. He wants to bring them on board,
Yeah, draw no
Or the
ceiling.
artist, he's got a couple, not bands, he's got artists on there too, so.
Way cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So, let me see. I got Make Sure You're Sure queued up here.
Oh, I like that one a lot, man. There's something cool in that one, man. There's there's a saxophone solo that's in the middle there.
Yeah.
There's another guy named Mont Brown who came in and helped us out with some baritone solo saxophone on there. But Brent's son, who's 18, his name's Austin, and he's just a phenomenal musician himself. I guess good genes, right? But he came in and laid down that solo. He's been playing saxophone since he was probably 12.
Wow.
And, he's 18 now, and he's just a ripper. And so we're really excited to get him a part of that song, and it's definitely one of my favorite ones on the album for sure.
Good genes and some osmosis there, huh? It's killer.
He showed the kid a scale once, and boom, he took off.
Oh, that's so sweet. It's inspiring. Cool. Well, we got Ty Battistella on the phone here from Reno Divorce. He is the rhythm player. These guys just opened up for Reverend Horton Heat at the Opera House the other night. Rockin' show, high energy. And we have the 8th track off their album here, Make Sure You're Sure. Reno Divorce. Make sure you're sure. We got you, Ty?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Cool. Thanks for getting on the air with us today. It's a pleasure having you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, thanks for, let me be a part of it. I mean, to all the people that came out and saw Reno Divorce for the first time, and there was a few Reno Divorce fans there already. And we really enjoyed the town. We got to go do a little snowmobiling see, this is where you get lost. See, today's Saturday. We were there. No, today's Sunday. We were there for a day off on Friday, and so we went snowmobiling, and that was a lot of fun. We went with some of the guys from Telluride outside, and we had a lot of fun with them. They were great.
That was your first time out on snow machines, too? Did I understand that right?
Yeah, that was our first time out there. So we were little kids out there. Everybody was smiles ear to ear.
World-class snow machine, and you got a great glimpse of snow machining for sure.
Yeah, it was awesome. and then just being in a nice hotel like the Sheraton for a day, wasn't a big twist of the arm. So.
Yeah, and it was great. I know, Brent walked out of that open mic at the Bean, and I could tell he was tired, and he was still so polite and so nice about the idea of coming on the radio. But you guys have been snow machining all day and playing music all day and the night before, and props to you guys. You guys are doing well. Oh
yeah, you know what I did do though there that day, man, is I went across. I'm trying to remember the name of the restaurant, dude, but I had this pizza, this Detroit style pizza.
That's the Brown Dog.
Dude, that stuff was killer. That stuff would rule down here in Denver. I wish they had one of those. I was supposed to be come up to Telluride just for that, man.
That guy took a class or something. He went down to Vegas or something. He took a class or something like that to make those pizzas, and now he's winning awards for those pizzas.
Well, he mastered it, dude. I mean, really, me and Johnny, which is funny. We got this new bass player. His name's Johnny, so he's actually Johnny New Guy, right?
Yeah.
We got the Johnny New Guy, and we went down in there and we look at the dude like, hey, why don't we get this Detroit pizza? And got that, and that was just unreal, dude. I wish we could get some. Maybe you guys fly some of that down to us. I don't know.
Right? Get an overnight delivery.
Yeah, get an overnight delivery, man, from the Brown Dog. That's it. And the dude in there is a Pats fan, so I'm a huge Pats fan. So I was winning all around, man.
It's cool. So glad you had a good night in Telluride.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Well, we got Ty Battistella here on the phone from Reno Divorce. These were the opening guys for Reverend Horton Heat the other night at the Opera House. Killer show. We're going to get you guys back in town. You guys are going to come back to town and rip it up. And, teach us.
Yeah, we'll do that. Hopefully we'll be able to come back this summer. And if you want to check out the latest when we're on tour, please, go to the Facebook page or go to our website, and we list all the tour dates there. And, if you're coming down to Denver, maybe we're playing at a club that, might be close to where you're at. So come hit us up and say, hey, seen you at the Telluride show.
And RenoDivorce.com, it's got all your tour dates, it's got all your links, everything?
It's actually RenoDivorceBand.com.
Okay, Reno
And
Divorce
I'm the one that created that, so it looks like a fifth grader did it. But it's got information on there. That's the most important point. It's got information about the band on there.
Okay, RenoDivorceBand.com.
Yeah, or you can look up Reno Divorce on Facebook, and it's there too.
Great. Well, cool, man. Thanks for your time, Ty, and you be safe on the road. You guys are playing Crested Butte tomorrow night. That's not far from Telluride. If anybody wants to go see a ripping show out of Crested Butte, these guys are going to be flipping the town upside down. And
Show it no mercy, my friend. Show it no mercy. Hold on to the rafters because the roof's coming off type deal, Yeah.
Ty, a pleasure, man. You have a good evening.
All right, Mark. Thanks again, and thanks to the new fans we got out there in Telluride.
All right, brother. Take care.
All right. Later.
Bye-bye. Ty Battistella, Reno Divorce. Their website, RenoDivorceBand.com. They got a bunch of albums out. They got videos out. These guys are a force. They opened up for the Reverend the other night in the Opera House. They're on break today in Denver. They got the other half of their Denver tour starting tomorrow night in Crested Butte. And great group of guys. If anybody wants to go to Crested Butte, it's well worth the trip. Drive safe, though. There's snow on the roads. Next track, we got their final track on their album. This is called Don't Let It Slip Away.
There's a million things that I take back. Honey, lie down. Close your eyes, try to forget. We're not always gonna live like this. Check to check, month to month, hand to fist. Lie down. Try to forget the things I've done. All the times I made us run. If we give up now, that'll mean they've won. Life's too long to make mistakes. Around the corners where they wait. Hard to keep that bait, but remember, don't let it slip away. There's a lifetime ahead of us, just on the other side of this mess. Don't let it slip away. Hold it tight, hold it close. The worst part's over for the most. Just catch your breath. That you've made makes me wonder why you've always stayed through the hard times when it was only me holding you back. All we have is each other and our dreams, and if we lose either one, what does the other mean? Not a damn thing. And I've seen you put yours on hold, even with your feet you never fold. It won't be long till your heart turns cold. Life's too long to make mistakes. Around the corners where they wait. Hard to keep that bait, but remember, don't let it slip away. There's a lifetime ahead of us, just on the other side of this mess. Don't let it slip away. Hold it tight, hold it close. The worst part's over for the most. Just catch your breath. Around the corners where they wait. The pain is hard to keep that bait, but remember, don't let it slip away. There's a lifetime ahead of us, just on the other side of this mess. Don't let it slip away. Hold it tight, hold it close. The worst part's over for the most. Just catch your breath. Don't let it slip away. Don't let it slip away. Hold it tight, hold it close. The worst part's over for the most. Just catch your breath.